go to most of the tour events that are going, and also two of the nicest people on the tour. So it's lovely to see them both in the final. So it should be exciting. Morning, Roland. Morning, Peter. Thanks for joining us. And both of these players are, for anyone who doesn't know, really like strong players. So Rachel plays on the UK women's team. She's quite well known, plays a lot of kind of tournaments in the UK and internationally as well. She won the Masters Tour in the UK a couple of years ago, and is playing very, very well at the moment as well. And Michele is, well, like one of the main things I'll say about Michele is she is just such a strong competitor. She really knows how to win. And she is one of my nemesis on the tour. It's like every time I kind of get Michele, I go, oh no, because she seems to beat me definitely more often than not. So yeah, it should be a really great match.
Yeah,
Are we ready?
I was just going to say I played Michele last year in the final of the Irish Cup, and it is a remarkable fighting performance. She was 17-4 down in a 21-pointer and fought all the way back to DMP. It was a really remarkable game. 3.5 hours online. Very draining one as well.
And look, that shows tenacity,
well.
Right? Because a lot of people, when they're down that much in a match, they just kind of go, oh, well, it's not going to happen now, and they kind of give up. Whereas you and I, and, you know, obviously Michele knows that it's never over till it's over. And if you just keep fighting and fighting and fighting, you can get back from those kind of deficits.
Okay, I've given them the nod, so they should be starting any second now.
Amazing. Off we go. So we've got Rachel is at the bottom, the black checkers, Agnes, and Michelle's Tahula playing the white checkers at the top.
Yeah. Okay, I think the formalities are getting out of the way. Should be ready any second. I hope there are no technical hitches at this point.
Knock on wood. And we were having a bit of a chat this morning, and we'll just say on the stream, I think the players are very grateful at how much support this tournament's had, and how many supportive messages they've been receiving for reaching the final, which is always really lovely.
Yeah, it's exceeded expectations. 47 starters, and this is the 13th round. So it's been a lot of play. Right, we're going. So
okay, 6-1 opener followed by a double one, very standard.
Points.
3-1, you just make the 5. Okay.
Are you going to step up to the edge here?
Yeah, I think definitely splitting, and I think if you're going to split, you split with the 3, I think.
Yeah.
Do you step up with both, Julia, or do you play like 6 to 5?
I think 8 to 7 is just one of those. If you get attacked and it all goes wrong, it's no worse of a builder on the 7 point than the 8.
I would have quite liked to leave it slotted so that you can keep extending your prime, but
it feels a little bit like an extension of the don't slot while split, or don't split while slotted maxim.
Yes. This looks solid. Just bring 2 down. Hi, Graham. Hi, Rowena. Thanks for joining. Okay, 5-1. Oh, that's not great.
That's really poor. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to hit on the ace and hit on the ace point and then step up and try and escape.
Okay.
Are you going to come out? Or come around from the 15?
I'm thinking I would come round.
Mm.
That man's quite useful there.
So
Well,
the head is
the computer
the
likes
race
this,
is
yeah.
pretty much even. So she's kind of thinking, if I don't get hit, then she's almost escaped, and their midpoint is stripped as well.
Now this is a very, very messy hit.
Yes.
It's one of those that it looks horrible, and it's definitely right to do it.
I mean, so I've just had a look. I was considering just making the 22, and that actually was the correct play by 0.01.
You've got ones duplicated everywhere.
Mm.
One on the ace point, one in the out, both the hits in the outfield. That one was dinged slightly, I think, because you needed to come in on the 3 rather than the 2,
Yes.
so you can see daylight.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, 5-1. I think you just make the ace point, don't you? And then maybe 23 to 22.
Quite like tidying up. Yeah, definitely 23 to 20. Again, ooh. Now that's a blunder for me.
Ah, it was 7-2, 2-1. Yeah. 6-5. Yep, that looks right. Now Rachel needs to come in.
Okay. 3. Do you make the 1 now?
I'm making the ace point now. Like once you've slotted the ace point, you really just want to make it. You don't want to leave a block there.
Yeah, it's a liability for the rest of the game if you don't do anything with it.
It's a liability, and also when you've made your ace point, you're kind of indicating that you're going to try and start blitzing as soon as you can. So you want to just have points made in board. Okay, there's nothing much to. Okay, so now Rachel's thinking about whether or not she has a cube. I mean, the race is very close. They've got kind of identical strength boards. Rachel's still got 2 back. Michelle's only got 1. But Rachel's going to find it easier to extend her prime.
It's definitely worth a thought.
And I think you just bring those in to the 5 and the 6. Right. And then if Michele can't escape that back checker, that sets you up quite nicely for hopefully blitzing her next roll. Yeah, I like this. Morning, Tim. Morning, Stefan. Morning, CJ. Kato. Lots of people joining. Good to have you. Okay, 3-2. I mean, you've definitely just got to step up with 2. You're getting attacked there no matter what, so you may as well step up to the edge and try and escape.
Then you've got 4-1, which looks very timid. 7-4. Possibility.
I would play
and
13,
even 13-10.
Leave it slotted, and that gives you a direct 6 to cover it. Oh, no, Michele found the best play over both of us. I really did like stepping up there, but...
Does this feel like a cube? This feels more like a cube now. She's with the ace point made. Got 13 checkers.
I'm still not convinced with the cube at the moment. Michelle's got a better board. And Rachel's still got 2 to get around. And this is a really odd roll. I mean, I think you just hit and continue to the ace, don't you?
I think leaving it slotted. Yeah, going to the ace. Just again, it's another dead. Oh, it's another dead man. Now, do you hit? And you haven't got a great 4. Yeah, you need.
I just hit and come down.
Just hit and come down.
You have to hit.
Okay.
Okay, so I think
3 and hit.
Yes, absolutely. Not absolutely. Oh, it was a hit, but 7 to 4 was
7 to,
7
so
to 4.
slotting rather.
Okay, 2-1 just hits, and probably just 13 to 12 now. Just spread out in the outfield and try and make the 7 and the 8 points. You can't safety the checker on the 9 anyway. And 3-6 is a great return. That hits. Okay. So now I'm looking at a cube. I feel like this could be takeable. What do you think, Julia?
I think it's there's only 5s that are an immediate threat. There's 3 men stuck back. It's not the best of blitzing positions. And if you can just come on with a 2, you're not in bad shape.
I mean, it's definitely going to take a few rolls here for Rachel to be able to close Michele out. So she's got some time to roll 2s and 4s.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, so she's dropped it, and it was a big take.
Big take, yeah. Okay. Oops. Now we're into cube territory straight away in this one.
Yes, absolutely.
This
blitz dance double.
This must be takeable.
Yes, I think so. There's still only 8 in the zone. It's very early. Mark doing some heavy lifting for us in the chat, and encourage everyone to smash the like button. Please do, everyone. It would make us very happy. Okay, so obviously, like, Michelle got absolutely no development. Okay, so she's dropped it, and again, that was quite a big take. It's just a good double, but it was very early, and there was still plenty of play left in that position. Great opening roll for Michele, double 4s. Okay, what does Rachel do with this? I think just come out and maybe slot the 4. Yeah. Normally you'd bring 1 down, but not with direct 6s. I mean, 6s are duplicated, but
about 4.
Pretty awkward. I'd be tempted just to bring another 1 down and just go all in on priming. You don't really want to leave the anchor yet. Okay, now 3-6, really awkward for Rachel. Rachel not getting the best roll so far.
Now I'd hang on and have a look at this. Oh, that was a very quick double.
That was very quick.
I thought
but
I was going to say it's worth to think about. You've got
yeah.
12 men there.
Yeah, I mean, look, she's got
only a
plenty of
1
zone.
point board.
She's behind in the score. She's got the golden point anchor. Okay, so I'm just playing. Well, you're making the 5 point here.
5, yeah.
Yeah. She's thinking about does she make the 7, but I think you've got to make the 5, don't you? Oh no, that was correct. Making the 5 was a decent choice, but not the top choice. Okay.
Now you hit
6-2.
that one.
Yeah.
And step out from the angle.
Coming up. Yeah. Okay, 4-1. So are we just attacking? Michele is prying, but she's only got a 1 point board. There's no real danger yet from hitting.
No, which one do you? Yeah, take that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
That one.
I was just looking at the midpoint, and I'm like, no, twos don't hit. Yeah, that looked good. Okay, in with the 4 and
again a choice of
7.
Choice of hits here.
Yeah, but you've got to hit the one. Oh gosh, that's what I would have played.
Bar 21 was right. It's the.
Oh yeah, 18 to 16 was the other one. Okay. Okay. So just keep hitting.
Yeah, only the one option this time.
Mm-hmm. Because what Rachel's trying to do here really is stop Michele from being able to extend that prime, and also kind of angling to get a high anchor out of the deal, so that Michele can't continue priming.
I think there's no more good hits here. I think take the anchor 9 to 8, and then you're well set up for building a prime. Or
You could slot the 5. I'd think about slotting the 5. I would not be hitting there.
Not especially not that deep.
No, you want to be making the points in order now. So make your 5 point, then your 4 point, and make that 6 point prime. The 3 is too deep because you've already made the 9 points, so it's not part of the same 6 point prime.
Okay. Rachel doesn't
get
an anchor out of it,
but you step up to the 21. Sorry if everyone can hear me slurping my coffee. It's a Sunday morning requirement. So I mean, for me, you must come up to the 21.
Okay, now the attacking starts.
Yeah. I mean, you can hit
there's
here.
A hit in the outfield, yeah.
The outfield, yeah, that's the one. It's very easy just to kind of go, oh, I can hit a point on her and board, but I think the outfield hit must be right.
Not that one, no.
No, that was a miss, I think. I mean, this is also a good option for sure. I'm not sure. I think I would hit in the outfield, but no, that was the correct play.
5-1, make the 12.
Yep.
Now we're making 5.
Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden this is very threatening. Coming in on the 4 seems like you're really under the gun here. I mean, I know you want to escape, but there's just so many hitting numbers.
I'm not sure about 13-9. Do you want another?
No, I'd play
Another one
12 to
back?
8.
12 to 8.
Mm. I think 12 to 8 is the one. You want to try and make the 5 point if you can. I just think this is asking to be pointed on here, because
Especially
2s,
with
3s, 4s, 5s all are great, and then 6s will run from the back. That's just too
especially
big.
with nothing in Rachel's board to
Yeah.
again 12-8.
Yeah. And Michele now is very glad that she cubed. She's in a commanding position here. I think you're just hitting on the ace here, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's also reasonable.
So you've got this big mismatch in board strength. You don't want to give Rachel the chance to anchor.
Yes, like that.
Like that.
Great roll. That does everything you want. Anchor, make the 5 and 8 to 7. Yeah.
Oh,
and a beautiful return roll by Michele. Wow. Okay. So 6-5. I'm just playing 12 to 6 and 13 to 8. She's now just going to try and build up her board and hope that she gets a shot. Okay. 6-5. Yep, that looks fine. Now Rachel wants some small numbers here too. That's perfect. Make the 4 and the 3.
5-1 still plays.
Yep. 5 to 4 looks good. 5-2. You just slot the 2 and then 6 to 4. Yep. Okay. Playable but awkward.
3-1 or 5-3?
I think 3-1.
3-1 keeps you.
5-3 is very stiff. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 5-2 makes the 2 point and 1 in.
Slot the 1 or. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa. Have a think about a recube here. Have a think about it.
I mean, look, it could be a recube, but it's got to be a massive take.
Yeah.
There's no question that it's a take, because if Rachel, even with a double shot, even if Rachel misses, then Michele wins the game. And so it's 4s and 5s, which have to be directs. There's no combination, so it's 20 out of 36 shots. So it's only just over 50% she'll hit.
And you don't win all of those games anyway.
That's right.
Okay.
Do you slot the 7 here?
Now this must be a cash, because you've still got one open after the one.
I'm not sure. I mean, if she hits
it might be even too good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If she's already hit 1, it's just so now she's got the option to pick up the second one. I'd be playing on. And 5 to 2. Yep.
Finding the few rolls that make you regret playing on. Oh,
yeah. God. So really the only number here that's going to be bad for Rachel is 3s. So any 3 is going to play pretty awkwardly. But 6, 5, 4s all escape, and 1s and 2s in combination would make the 1. Yeah, so she's
Right.
just decided to cash it, and I think now it's a drop. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 4-0 to Rachel. That was that horror roll there for Michele was very bad luck. Okay, 6 out. Yeah, I would have just brought one down. Yeah, out and down, standard kind of 6-2.
Okay.
5-4, I think you go to the 11 and 13 to 9. Just get lots of material in the zone to make the 7 and the 5. Yeah, the 11 and the 9 was the play.
Okay.
Okay, that's a great return. And probably 11 to 10.
Yeah. Nothing else that benefits you very much.
Yeah, here you can just remake the 8. That's a good roll.
Now you can go from the back.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
You could also bring 2 down. Okay, double 3 makes the bar. Great roll.
This also makes the bar.
Making the bar in response. Great, great. All the rolls there. Yeah, there's no other viable. You've got to make that 5 prime is too strong. Okay, prime versus prime. And probably either 6 to 5 or 24-23 here. I think better to leave that checker on the 9 as an extra builder for the 4.
Okay, now you definitely
just go.
Yep. While you can.
Yep. And if you missed, you probably just I was going to say, if you missed, you probably just cash it in. But Rachel stepped up there now to the edge of the prime. And actually, Michelle's not winning the race. So I think if Michele was to cube now, it's a definite take for me.
Definite take. You've got quite a few numbers.
So the question is it even a cube? Yeah. And it might not be, but yeah, big take. Okay.
4-1 makes the prime.
Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, and it was a double, so good action by both players. 6-5, I'm just making the 2. Yep.
Tidies up from the 15. Yeah. You don't want to get hit and then find you have to break that prime after all the effort of putting it together.
Indeed. Okay, 4-1.
5 to 4. You don't want to leave yourself forced off the mid. Yeah,
but Michelle's about to go anyway, so
that was horrid. Okay.
Well, I think you just hit on the 3.
Yeah.
You're right, it's not ideal, but I think you just hit on the 3. Okay, that's, yeah, not a great roll. Yeah. Double 6 is perfect. Make the 3, make the 2. And I'd bring one down. Yeah, I'd bring one down. It's only double 1s. That's putting your checker really quite deep in the board.
Now make the 1.
Yep, make the ace point.
So
Perfect.
Rachel can't clear up that one on the one in the outfield.
Hmm.
And
Okay. So just bring one down. You really want to try and pick up that second checker if you can. Yep, just keep going.
That's the
There
one.
it is. Okay.
Make sure big doubles don't embarrass you.
Yeah,
So
that's the one.
that I don't think that's quite the one. It's
Well, probably not the best, but double
probably
sixes
not.
work.
Probably only a tiny difference. It would leave you with a nasty structure after a double six, even if it was
Yes.
safe.
Yeah, you probably just could have played 13 to 9 rather than
5
bringing
2.
one in. But okay, 4-3, you just clear from the rear, as Michi says. Yeah, that's correct. Great roll for Michele. Okay. And she just needs to avoid two big numbers. And a miss. Okay. Rachel should save the gammon from here, hopefully.
I've said that quite a few times on this channel.
Unless she underperforms with the dice. Yeah. I mean, no, it was quite close, actually.
Yeah.
6-5, 2 crossovers. That's great. No, I just take the 2 crossovers. There's no need to waste a pick when you're trying to save the gammon.
They're perfectly placed there. You don't want a man on the 13.
No.
You're bearing in.
Okay. So that's it. That's single game.
Just made it.
Just, yes, indeed.
Yep.
But just is all you need.
Okay.
Okay. 4-2. So splitting down.
I hate these.
Yeah. I don't like splitting there, but maybe it was right. Yeah, splitting was right.
I like splitting because if it does work.
Oh no, back up, Michele. You could have made the 5 point there.
It didn't.
It was actually
The computer
equal.
didn't hate it.
Made the 5, but that was an equal play, so
Yeah.
played it very quickly. And now with the 4-1, you've just got to make the 5. Nothing else.
Okay.
6-2, I think it's just 13 to 5. Unless you're partial to a hit.
I'm reasonably partial to a hit to get off that big stack.
Oh, 13 to 5 was the one. That's a good roll. You probably just go to the 9 or 9 to 5. Maybe just 9 to 5. Not sure. It's going to be really difficult to prime those checkers now that are on Michele's 4 point. Yeah, 9 to 5 was the one, but that was pretty much an equivalent play in terms of equity.
And you keep hitting. Michelle's having a pause here.
She's thinking about a cube. So Rachel's got 3 checkers back, and she's threatening to send back a 4th checker. She's got 12 in the zone. She's got broken prime.
She's on the bar, and that always,
yeah,
that's always a bit of a red flag. You need to be pretty certain you're not going to foul up like that. That was a horrid double 6.
Yes. Yes, definitely. It was quite a bit too early there. I think she probably needed to send the 4th checker back, and then she had a really strong potential cube.
Now this is looking very, very nasty. 6 to 2. You can't afford another man back.
No.
And Rachel has a lot of force aiming at that bar point to make a 5 prime.
Yep.
I think this is worth a look. I'm gonna say
they're
cubing quickly today.
No, I mean, I think that's a really good.
It's a really good.
So 1s, 4s, 5s, 6s in combination all make the bar point, and then if the bar point's made, Michele is in trouble with those 3 checkers back. Rachel's not being primed, and she can't be primed at all in the near future. She's got total outfield control. I
think you have to let this go.
Yeah, I'd be struggling to find reasons to take this, I think.
I always feel like letting it go when I've got 3 on the ace point. They just it's just such a
Michele is, and Michele is going to run out of time. Like the only kind of way forward, I think, is if Rachel's forced to leave the anchor, and then Michele can attack, which would give her time to get out. But I don't think she had the time for that. Yeah, so that was a redouble, and it was a decent sized pass. So, and it was actually a double the roll before by the looks. Okay, a bit of an awkward double 6 there. Did you have to bring the 2 out is question.
I feel like you do, because if you want to keep something in front of that anchor, otherwise you're dumping too much.
And I guess Rachel's got the advanced anchor, so you also want to make it advanced anchor. Just made the other 2 pretty awkward, but okay. Richard Ferber's joined us. Good morning, Richard. Hope everyone's enjoying the match so far. All right, 5, 4. I'm not sure about that. I would just slot the 4 from the midpoint.
Okay, this is now you have to give up the mid.
Yeah.
2.
And just 7 to 1, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so Rachel hits, makes the 9.
All of these 6s are not at all what Michele is looking for. It's not the one.
I don't think it makes a great deal of difference here.
No, not a huge difference, but I would have made the 2 rather than the 1. Okay, Rachel's thinking, is it cube time? She's actually behind in the race. Like, I mean, if she does cube, I think, again, it's very takeable. Michele's ahead in the race. She's got high anchor. Rachel can't easily make the 5 here without stripping. I think that's got to be a big take.
Especially 4 points ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even sure that this is a double, to be honest. But what Rachel will know is, you know, from the first couple of games, is that Michele did drop 2 cubes that were big takes.
Yes.
So, you know, you often do when you're playing your opponent, you kind of suss out, are they more liable to take or to pass? And sometimes you'll tailor your actions accordingly. So 2-1's pretty awkward. I think we just play 6-4 and 14-13. Yeah, and as we suspected, it was a big no double. 228 no double. There's definitely plenty of play left in the position. You can make 2 points here. Just make the 1, make the 4. You can't move the back checker, and you don't want to leave that anchor.
Yeah, that's a pretty respectable position. 4 points.
That's instantly made her board pretty strong. So you just run to the midpoint here.
Right. Now, do you give up the goalkeeper? Well, Michele's ahead, so she shouldn't.
She's way ahead in the race. Absolutely. I'm looking to run now. 1 decent sized double, and she's got a big reach.
Not that size double.
Not that one. That's a smidge too large. But okay, 3-2 makes the board. Play them both in the 6. You don't want to leave a shot now. There's no need to leave a shot. That's a good roll for Rachel. Okay, that one runs one around. Good roll.
Okay.
Both of them are throwing an absolute bunch of useless 6s in this game, aren't they?
Is that 4 double 6s in the game?
I think so.
3-2.
4, 5. 5 double 6s. 4 for Michele, 1 for Rachel. Okay, so we've got a standoff here.
I think you pick up the block because you're very likely to get a shot straight away. Okay.
Okay. So Rachel misses.
That's the sort of position you want to have the cube for. The sort of.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was going to say this would be a big cube if Rachel hadn't rolled that double 6 and equalised the race.
Okay.
But as it is, it's neck and neck. So just 2 down from the midpoint. 5-3 is perfect. Fills the 5. Okay.
1 in, 1 off.
And now they're both absolutely bemoaning all of the wasteful double 6s earlier. Because they want them now.
And in a tight race, Michele owning the cube is quite a significant help.
Morning, Daryl. Okay, double 3 is a great roll.
Yeah.
3-1.
Oh, another.
Okay, and again.
4. Now, take your time on this one.
Score, yeah, stop and think. Any 2. I mean, any 2.
Any 2 except double 2.
Yeah, but I'm thinking any 2 is, you know, even at.
But it's a. It must be worth the recube. At 4 points
I
down.
think with the score in the cube, I think, yeah, very reasonable to send it. Okay, so Rachel took, which was correct. Big take.
Okay, we are back to all square again.
6
7
all.
away, 7 away. All right, 5 down. I definitely want to split here.
Okay, 5-3. Just hit off the 5. Fighting for the important points early in the game. You come out to the bar.
I come out to the bar. I think.
Yep.
You've got 2 men to cover him with. It's a
5-4's
That's-
uncomfortable. I think you just go to the 11 point, maybe.
yeah.
You're leaving blots around anyway. You may as well put it somewhere where it's going to be useful for you to make the 5
Yeah.
or the 7 and get hit. I mean, you're definitely going, I think, with one of those back checkers. So if you're doing this, you definitely keep going because there's no other 4.
Okay. I'm not keen on that because the man on the 14 he's not really aiming at doing anything.
It wasn't doing anything, and Rachel's desperate to make the 20. So if you've only got one checker back, that's not really the best place to have it.
Yeah. Okay. That's 5 and 3. Make the anchor. Slot your own 5.
Slot the 5 there. 5-3. I think you just hit and midpoint, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, 5-1. So I'd be tempted to come in on the 24 here.
Okay, you've got a.
Yeah, I mean, it's a small error, but I didn't mind that. Bar 26 to 5 was best, but I didn't mind Michelle's play. Okay. I mean, I think that's very, very early. That can't be a double yet, I don't think.
Well, what do you do with it now?
So, I mean, she's got no structure. She's not winning the race. Sure, there's blots, but if you hit them, Rachel's coming straight back in.
You're giving up your anchor as well to hit while you've got 4 blots scattered around.
Yeah, and Michelle's got a checker on her ace point, which is a big liability. She almost wants that to be hit at this point.
Okay.
So I think you're just getting into a hitting contest now. Come in and hit. Okay, so just remake the anchor.
Yeah,
I think
definitely
I would remake the anchor and probably just step up. I mean, I didn't.
That feels that it felt ambitious. The bot likes it, although it's only the 1-ply bot. Right.
Okay.
So let's PRs can move by a couple of Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was immediately just looking at making the 4, but yeah, I didn't see you could hit 2 there.
Now we missed hit on the 2 and make the 1 before.
Yes. Yeah, once you put a checker on the ace point, you just want to cover it. And this does a hit and a cover. So I think there's not a huge amount of point making the bar at this point.
And that's a point that's not going to help you very much. Don't like that.
No, that's not going to do anything really there. Yeah, the hit and cover was the play, as we suspected. Okay. That looks fine. Just relieves the spare from the anchor. 5-4. I would just be probably running to the mid.
You can make the 9 as well. But yeah, running to the mid looks. You're ahead in the race, so
yeah, exactly.
Safe racing plays are always going to be worth a look.
Mm-hmm. This isn't bad. I mean, she's covered the one, which is what we've been aiming to do. All three. I'd be tempted just to run the goalkeeper at this point. There's nothing else that's really that helpful. You don't really want to put another checker on the 6 point. Yeah, that's my play, I think. I think by hitting here, I mean, you're definitely getting hit. You'd be very unlucky to not get hit back. Any kind of 5 or an entering number with a 2 or a 6 is going to return hit. 5-4 hits both. And now all of a sudden you've got 5 checkers back. Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay.
That doesn't let you make.
So now Michele just needs to get material into the zone now. So I would be playing 11 to no. I would play 11 to 9 there. 16 to 9 rather.
The 11 point loses its value once you've got the
the
5 point.
So Rachel's
anchor.
got 2 on the bar. Michele's made a race point. This is a blitzing position. She needs to try and make forward points as quickly as possible now. So she needs to get them in range. That checker on the 11 isn't helping you make anything. Morning, Tim. Thanks for joining us. Okay, that's a great roll.
Still a long way behind in the race. So while the goalkeeper can run safety, you still want to leave it there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd be tempted just to go 20 to 10. Like, you know, that all looks neat enough, but then that's a bunch of stripped points in the outfield that you can't really leave without risk now. I would have played probably 20 to 10, and then that's a builder for your 4, 5, 7 points.
Okay, so Michele gets to clear the point she didn't want to have. Oh, that's
Hit them both in the outfield. Yep. I know you don't want Rachel making the 2, but when I think the outfield hit's got to be correct. No, I much prefer the outfield hit here.
Yeah,
because that checker is a builder for Rachel. You don't want her to be able to use that to develop her own position.
Yeah, and that goalkeeper is a fairly weak man who you can have a go at him at some other time.
Yeah.
Okay.
5-1. I think you just got to come in high and shuffle up, and
I'd take a look at 13-8 here.
About
not having enough men to attack. It brings one more into play.
Hey, that's decent. I think you make the 4 and probably the 9. Yeah, I like that play.
A point on him.
Yeah, that's a great roll for Michele.
Can do.
4-6. You just bring that one straight out to the 15, I think. I wouldn't play 13 to 7 because that allows Michele to hit and escape at the same time. At least if you leave that checker on the 13, Michele has to break her midpoint to hit you. Okay, double 4. So I'm definitely playing. Oh gosh, there's plenty of options here. make the 4.
Make the
You could
9.
make the 4,
Make the 7.
4 and the 9. You could make the 9 and the 7. But I mean, again, Rachel's not really going to be able to. She's not. Rachel can't really be effectively primed at the moment because she's got the 20-point anchor. So there's not really a huge amount of point kind of making the 6, 7, 8, 9 points when you just can't pen her in. I mean, there's also a switching play. So like 8 to 4, 6 to 2, which kind of, buys her time to pick up the second checker. I wonder if this is a switching.
I certainly like. Oh, what was it?
Yes,
I quite like
switching was right. 8 to 4 and 6 to 2. I had a feeling that was going to be the play. It's so tricky.
They're easy
for many
plays to miss.
They're really easy because nobody ever wants to move off their 6 point. It just looks wrong.
I think. Well, we taught from the beginning, make those high points.
Yeah,
6, 5, and 4.
But I think they're particularly, that then made it. Michele would have had a 4-point board. She had another block to pick up in the outfield, and she needed to buy time to escape the back checkers. And I think those are some of the keys that kind of, lead you to the solution there, which was switching.
Those back 2 are now very isolated.
They are, but she's played the 5-4 already, has she, from the 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be right. That's got to be the right play. 100%. No, you've got a stronger board. You've got to attack here. You're wide open to being attacked yourself if you don't go on the offensive.
Now you can make it.
Yep, that covers.
Now you're in great shape.
You are.
Oh, that hits in the outfield.
Perfect. Yep. Okay, come out and probably 9 to 8. Doesn't matter a huge amount, but I'm leaving that checker on the 12. It's more flexible there. It allows you to play a 6 into your 6 point. It doesn't hugely matter. The only joker roll here is double 5, and she doesn't have any checkers in her places without hits. So okay, just bring that back check around.
Mind bringing one in with the 6.
Yep. And 18 to 14. Okay. And in these sorts of positions, the only thing you really need to be worrying about is anti-joker kind of doubles and things like that. So here, a double 4 for Michele wouldn't be great, but it's playable. 4-1, you just play to the 9. 14 to 9.
Oh, don't leave that double. Even double 3 is not great.
So now double 3 is uncomfortable. Yep. Okay, 6-1, you just play it in. Okay, and now Rachel needs to make that point immediately. Well, I'd be thinking about making a 3-point here. She's pretty likely to get a shot in the near future, and she wants points in her board immediately. I know you do want to make the 5, but okay, 3-1 is a great roll. Okay, and now Rachel's got some play.
5. Well, that's a miss.
Everything. So you just play to the 5. Yeah, okay.
I'll just come
5-1. You've just got to run.
No,
you're open to being hit anyway. You just need to try and race. Yeah, no, you needed to run there from the 18 to 12. Okay. Okay, but Rachel's struggling to keep her off the board at the minute. So 1, 2 again just hits and into the 6, I think. I mean, Rachel wants to, you know, she needs to contain her now, but Michelle's still got a 5-point board. She definitely doesn't want to get hit at this point.
Okay, make 3 here.
Yeah, make the 3.
Good.
Absolutely.
Okay. Gotta go. And
Keep going.
Keep going. Michelle's going to run out of spares, and that 6-point is going to have to go at some point soon.
Okay, 5, 3. Okay. Are we looking at a recube? So 8s and 9s make the back of the prime, or a 2, 4, 5 combination makes the 2-point. Rachel's going to have outfield coverage here for the foreseeable future, and she might be able to spring another checker loose here. So if Michele comes in with a 1 or a 2 and then can't get out, she's going to have to leave a blot on that 6-point. I think this is a really good cube. And I think I'm struggling to take this, but I'm not sure. What do you think, Julia? What does everyone in the chat think?
I'm struggling to take it as well. I think even if Rachel doesn't cover that man on the bar, you've got numbers like 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 4 to come in, which open up a second man on the other side. And it starts to look gammonish.
That's a bit of danger here. Obviously, with only one checker, you're not going to get gammon, but it's the danger of that second checker being picked up that really increases the gammons there. Okay, and that correctly was a decent sized drop, so well done, Michele. And it's 8-6 to Rachel.
Yep, out you come.
7 away, 5 away. 5-1, you're just bringing one to the 7-point.
I think 4-1, just spin that one round.
So Rachel's made a deep 2-point here, which kind of instantly indicates that she's ready for blitzing. So you don't want to give her the opportunity to do that. This is a great roll. Just move straight past that point, make the deep anchor and make your own pointing board. That was fantastic. Okay. 6-5. I mean, you could hit here. You could also just make the ace. I'd be tempted to hit here.
Yeah.
You've got a high anchor.
You've got the high anchor. You've got the better board. Not by much, but
the bot didn't quite. The bot preferred making the 1, but I think I would have hit. I think that was a strong play. So now just keep building the board. So 7 to 1, 6 to 2.
So that's a
great roll for Rachel.
That's great.
And now she wants to start thinking cube, but the race after the roll is too close, so needs to roll through.
This. Oh, that's ended any thoughts of Michelle's board being valuable. Rachel's just going to walk straight home now.
Yeah, she probably will, but you know, Michelle's still got some racing equity here. 93, 104. Yeah, it's just a cube, I think, but it's definitely, I would take this.
93, 101 feels, I don't know, it feels a little bit premature.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 8 pips. Normally it's kind of 10%. Like in this, you know, I use Walter Trice's formula here, which would add like doubling point of last take would be 11 pips. So 9, 10, 11 is definitely a take. I would think an 8 is probably not quite enough ahead. So yeah, well done, Michele, for taking that. Yeah, okay. I would have just brought in from the 8 and the 7 there, but 3, 2, you can slot the 5.
The 5.
Even if you don't hit, you want checkers there.
Yes.
You're bearing off, so.
And now make the 5.
Yeah.
There's always the possibility of an awkward roll.
There is.
Or 1, you can hang on to the board.
Now
that Rachel's stripped,
yeah.
6-3 is a shot number straight away. Wait, it is either way, whether you leave or not. But
I wouldn't be leaving the anchor just now.
No, not yet.
If you're going to leave, you want it to be with a good racing number, or to be able to pop out with both. Yeah, that's right to me. Okay, 4-2 is good. Just brings 2 in. Okay, there you go. There's your racing number. And the race is virtually dead even. Okay, just bring 1 in. 5-1. So Rachel's structure is slightly awkward in comparison to Michele's. 6-3 creates a gap, which she wasn't looking for. Double 4 is great.
That's good.
6-1. Okay. Unfortunate there for Michele that she hit the gap. 12. Okay, so that's 10 checkers to 8 checkers to 10. So Rachel does have the edge here.
There's 1 miss.
But that's not a terrible miss because then it fills the gap. She's not going to miss again. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 to 1, I would think. Okay. 6-1. Michele has to roll a double. Very close. Okay, 10-6. 7 away, 3 away. Okay, 4-2. Yep, just hit. That looks right. And yes, that's right, Michele. To be really
correct. I know it's correct, but something about me just wants to make the 4 point.
I know.
Because it's frustrating when you get hit back.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's only 0.17 behind, so it's a very viable play as well. But yeah.
Okay. 4 4s make you 5 point, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so as they're saying in the chat, Michele really needs to be aggressive with the cube at this score now. Rather than just clawing back games kind of point by point. She needs to try and get some volatile positions, get the cube in play.
And Has she played any really not going to be wanting to move the cube at all.
No.
Herself.
I mean, in a non-volatile racing position, she'll certainly cube, but not where there's gammons and volatility in play.
Oh no, not when you're 5 points available.
Has she already played one of the 4s? Was she on the bar? No, she's not on the bar.
She wasn't.
No, this is just not really. It's not providing any structure. There's no real goal, I think, here to hitting on the 1. You just make the 5. It's a permanent long-term asset that's gonna. This is just not. And also, Rachel's clearly indicated that she's starting a prime here. You want to counter prime your opponent. You know, there are so many reasons to make the 5. And this just, you know, this is just putting your opponent on the bar, but so what? They're not going to stay there. So Rachel's looking at a cube, but again, yeah,
No,
definitely
not at this score. Not at 3
I
away.
would not have. That was very quick, and I definitely would not have hit on the 5 there.
She's got away with it.
She did. So now you just play 8 to 5. Yeah, that's also a decent option. I mean, now that she's kind of started hitting. Okay, and hit on the 7.
Okay, I think you have to hit back.
Okay, so now you hit and make the ace as well.
The ace, yeah.
Absolutely. Double hit, put 2 up. You're making a point. So Michelle's now switching to blitzing. Okay. So, I mean, Michelle's having a stop to think again. It's just too early here. There's only 8 in the zone. She's not ahead in the race. You know, there's certainly a lot of play, but that's a huge take.
That's great. Take the hit and
Hit,
then make your
5. Yeah. No other viable play. That's just too good. Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, look, it was only slightly too early. That must be score driven. It was only 0.03. No double. Okay. 4-3 is very awkward.
Yeah. I think it's good to get into the habit of looking at these scores and really pushing your luck a bit with the doubles.
Yeah.
Far better that than be passive and
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm very aggressive with doubling as well. So, you know, and that's something that, you know, when you do BMABs and things like that, you very quickly learn it's much better to be too aggressive with doubling, because even if it's a mistake, you can only make it once. Whereas if you're too passive, you're constantly getting dinged for missing the cube every single roll. Okay. 3-1.
How about 20 to 17, 15, 14? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in the way of those men on the midpoint.
Yeah, I like that. 4-1. You make the 2, slot the 5, or no, come up to the 22 rather.
Yeah,
Yeah, to the 22 was the play. So double 3, I think you're just making the yeah, you could
2 on ahead.
Yeah.
Two.
3-2 is a great roll. Six 4. So unfortunately, you can't run all the way from the 14. I would have thought about popping out with the 2 from the back, but and just come out. Oh, come out with which one? Yeah, I think that's right, actually. Because if she gets hit again, she's looking at 3-4 back game. 4-5 is ugly. You've just got to move one of those checkers. I think probably. No, I don't think there's a huge difference between the 2, is there? Okay. Double five. So you
That
come
hits
out.
twice. Hit
Oh,
there.
so it
Hit on
does.
16.
Yep. And you probably just bring them both out. I don't mind that as
No, I
well.
think Rachel's thinking, you know, make a couple of points quickly. There's gammon
Mm.
potential here. A gammon for the
Yes,
match would be
that's it.
perfect.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 6-4 just makes the 10.
Or again, do you want the 9? Looks.
I would make the 10 because then
Yeah.
that makes sixes very awkward for Michele. Then with sixes, she has to leave for the 17 and leave like this. So now she can just play one of those spares out. Oh, she's going to do that anyway, but.
Okay.
Yep, that just
Hit back.
hits. 5-3
You need the
is.
17-point back.
Oh, you hit.
Oh,
I'd be hitting.
yeah.
You've got a stronger board. Go on the offense. Okay. That's good. That makes the bar at least. It's a miss, but it's a decent miss. There's no other option here. Just make the bar. Okay. 4-3. She could swap the 3, but yeah. 2-1's not good for Michele. She's just got to clear the 7. And this is just 14-9, I think. That 9 point is you don't want to clear the 9. That's still doing valuable blocking work for anything like a double 5.
Not much help on the 11.
No, it's not. She's thinking, you know, is
You're
it
thinking you don't want to give
the
up the outfield.
outfield? Yeah, it's not really helping with outfield control there because it's any number that she runs with, she pretty much always gets past that checker. 6-3 is a hitter. You must hit. There's no viable alternative. You can make the 3, but then like you can play 9-3, but then there's no viable 3 to play. Okay,
again, there's this whole. Michele's got loads of checkers circulating around. So if you can run past them, again.
Yep. Now 1-6 is terrible for Michele.
That's got to give something up. Probably give the 17 up. You can't afford
the 17. Yeah.
You can't afford to be blitzed off the 4-point.
So 1s, 2s, 4s, and 8s.
So that hits twice.
Does. Double 4, magic. 9-1 twice. Yep. Which does leave a joker. Double 4. Oh no. I thought it in my brain. That was my fault. Goodness.
Oh my god. 4, hit again. You must hit again.
4-3.
And bring him
and come around.
It's got to come round.
Okay.
Oh, and now makes the 4-point.
Wow.
This is.
Michele is fighting. Okay. Michele is going to need to roll something bigger than a 3 to. Okay.
And
perfect. Spring 2 out. And
I think Rachel has to bring 2 out as well.
Yeah. So what does that leave? That leaves 7s. Oh, that leaves 7s, 8s, 9s. There's a lot of hitters there. But
you're leaving directs if you come further. And 17, 7-3.
You clear the 7. Rachel's just going to bring the Michelle's just going to bring the other two out, and then you're really in trouble. Yeah, it was bringing two out was the play. So now if I'm Michele, I'm just bringing those two out. Yep.
Yep.
And now Rachel's got a problem.
Yeah, you do. No, it's no use there.
No, so she's thinking about safety and reducing blocks, but that's not what she should be thinking. She needs to be thinking about making life as difficult for Rachel as possible.
And that misses everything.
It does.
Again, you want to step out.
Out, just two out is the play.
Two out.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else to do. No, you're just leaving directs. I mean, she's thinking if I get missed, then I can make the point and close her out. But this is.
You've got to think about picking up the one in the outfield as well.
Yeah.
4-3.
Containment games can be tricky.
Yeah, they are. They are hard.
You've got to try and think. You've got to play the opposite of safe almost. As long as you're not in direct range, you want to be as spread out as possible to make as many numbers work to hit your opponent as they're trying to come home.
Okay, I think
She goes. Right. She's come out with a 4. I'd be tempted to play 5-2. Staying back is probably helpful, but that misses. Does it miss?
That's a hit.
One?
It's a hit from the 21.
Yeah.
You've got a hit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Wow. How many jokers have they rolled in this game?
There are happy and sad faces all the way down. Oh dear.
And literally on whose moves is the right side, Michelle's. It's like smile, frown, smile, frown. How funny.
Oh, that's another hit.
Another hit.
It's got to be.
Okay. 4-2 and just
off.
take one off.
I think it's
double six is perfect.
It's not
okay. 6, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1.
Going to consider cashing this at this point.
I think it's too good.
I think it's way too good.
I think it's too good. You've got gammon potential here. Even if you just roll one double, there's got to be quite a few gammons here.
The only bad numbers are 6, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1.
Commentary. Thank you so much.
Thank you, TC66.
Really enjoy it.
Yeah. Now
okay.
Now
Michelle's got to put her running shoes on. So 16 to 12 to get. I mean, fine. Yeah. Okay.
Upset.
Oh,
this is looking.
Oh.
You've now got to start thinking what big doubles can get me in perfectly. At that, maybe the bot's realised it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, I think so. So just bring them both round to the 11, and you've got double 5s and double 6s that work. I think that's the only.
Michelle's been good at double 6s, but she really
has
needs one now. Oh, that's
fine.
And that's a miss.
That last game was intense.
There was an awful lot in that one. That was a fantastic game.
Yeah. Okay. What an amazing tournament, really. This is the first year that we did the UK Women's Online Championships. We got plenty of engagement, and from everything that I've heard back from the competitors, they've really, really enjoyed it. I mean, it's been going, I think, since May, hasn't it, Julia?
It was around May we started. 13 rounds in total at about a fortnight each. It got a bit faster towards the end
as well. Triple elimination, so everyone got plenty of play. I had the pleasure of playing both of these lovely ladies, and it's also, you know, always a very tough match as well. But congratulations to both for making the final, and congrats to Rachel, who I think is a thoroughly deserving winner of our first women's championship cube.
Yes, we have engraved glass cubes for both our finalists. The bigger one, obviously, for the winner, and I hope I'm going to get a chance to present them at some point in the near future.
He's hoping. Were they considering joining us on the stream for a very brief chat?
I sent them the link if they want to come and say hello to us.
Let me just bear with us, folks.
The wonders of technology, we can WhatsApp them.
And thanks so much, everyone, for joining us on the stream. It's as Julia said, it's woeful weather outside, so there's nothing I'd rather be doing than staying inside and watching backgammon, I tell you that. But I think we'll probably see both of these. Are these guys both playing at the Players' Championships?
I don't think Rachel is.
Okay.
I've got the Players. I've got Worcester Christmas up for a possible presentation, and the TWI. Not that I'm going to win anything and go to and play at the TWI, but I may well be behind the cameras again, as I have been before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm you know, I'm still in with a very, very slight chance of scraping in attendance, but I very much doubt it. But I've been at the tour winners the last 2 years as an intermediate. It's such a lovely, lovely tournament, and I'm sure the streaming again will be excellent. It's brilliant to watch that one. Okay, I think we've got Michele potentially dialing in a second. And we've also got, you know, quite a lot of our UK women's players are really starting to compete in a lot of tournaments online. We've got the WBIF Women's Championships coming to the final stages at the moment, and we've got Anna Price is in the last 8, isn't she?
Yes,
Julia?
Yep, she's doing fantastically well.
So that was kind of a tournament where, you know, well open to all players across the world, and the initial stages are grouped by region. So you've got Americas, you've got Europe, and then you've got kind of Australasia, or kind of the Pan-Pacific area. And then the top third of performers in each area go through to like the final stage. So I think there was about 30 or 40 players who went through to the finals rounds. And Anna,
32 is the final stage, and Anna's survived 5 rounds of it. So
yes, so and it's double elimination in the final. She's only lost 1 match and won 4. So everyone keep an eye on that. It's great to see so many UK players doing well at the moment.
And I'm going to pop in a plug, as I often do, for my charity challenge, which is taking sign-ups on Backgammon Hub at the moment. £10 entry. We are supporting Alistair Woods' favourite charity for the year, which is an animal therapy centre in the north of Scotland. There are more details on the website. There's more details on Hub as well. We'd love to get this one up to 100 players, because I'm on the hook for another £100 in the charity pot if you do it.
Okay, and I've just had a little bit of a look. It seems like there's already about 45 players signed up, so that's looking good. I love the charity challenge. It's one of my favourite tournaments to play in.
It's one of my favourite ones to organise, because it's probably the friendliest one that we have.
Yeah, very friendly and all for a good cause. And again, you know, with these things, plenty of play. You can organise, you know, it's online, so it's very easy to organise whenever you want. I don't know. There are some players that don't really like playing online, but I really like a mix of both live and online play. Okay. I'm not. Don't think either of the players are.
We've got Rachel. I'll let her in.
Perfect.
That doorbell. Hi, Rachel, and congratulations.
Hi.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Yeah, very well played. It's a
Thank
fantastic
you.
match to watch.
There were some difficult positions there.
That last game was absolutely mad.
It was
we had
absolutely mad.
At the amount of jokers, and
Super
we were just laughing at the panel on the side of hub when it's got a smiley face or a frowny face when it's luck.
Oh yeah.
And literally every line was like smile, frown, smile, frown, smile, like going right down. It was
Brilliant.
just hilarious.
Here's Michele coming.
Here's Michele as well.
Hey, Michele. Hi.
Bloody 6-3.
6-3. Well, I thought the same when I saw your double 4.
Yeah, I get that too. Yeah, I got that bit. Anyway, bloody brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you very much.
And thanks for running this, Julia. It's been really, really good.
Absolutely, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Good.
And 2 very worthy finalists. I've got your. Have you seen the cubes?
No.
Are we still on the stream, Julia?
We are still on the stream. I don't know.
So we had plenty of people watching and commenting and sending all of their.
Oh really?
I did pass on for you, Michele, how you mentioned this morning. It's been so great how much support all of us have had for this. Like in my semi-final, I had so many messages.
Oh, it's huge! I can't use that.
It's a huge. You can't roll it.
It's a huge cube. Well, I'll have a good go.
And we've got.
You'll have a good go.
They're very pretty, gorgeous trophies. Ones.
I love these.
Oh well, I was amazed just to get into the quarterfinals. So
lovely
one.
I like the little one.
We shall get them to you at some point as soon as I go to the same tournament as you do.
It's strangely quiet here in the bee house.
Is it?
Because normally I've got Peter in the background commenting.
Was he not allowed today?
No, he got definitely not.
Got banned.
Well, he was in the chat, so.
Oh, was he?
Brilliant! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I knew he was there. Oh, anyway.
I think there were about 40 odd there.
Yeah, there were about 40 plus people at one point, I think.
Bloody hell.
Yep.
That's all my family, I think.
No, lots of our familiar faces in the chat commenting and saying hello. So that was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
All
right.
For doing the commentary, Merrin and Julia.
Yeah.
I should go back and listen to all of that.
Yeah, we can watch it back now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh no.
If you can relive all those.
We got plenty of things wrong as usual, so it's always good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good fun.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm going to go off to do my wake now.
Oh yes. Good luck with that. Are you all ready for it?
Not really, but yes.
You've got a little bit of time.
Do you know what?
She's hosting a wake.
It's my sister's mother-in-law, Gloria, and
at your house.
Yes, and we're hosting it it's a celebration. She's had a non-attended. This isn't going over the internet, is it?
Oh, this
no,
is
it's just us four.
No,
okay, good.
Let me stop the stream and then you can talk for.